Man, what up, people? It's your boy, Mr. Lucario, the bad boy of the dating game. What's good? So once again, we're talking about looks. And does looks matter? Funny because people they hit me up and some people they're like, dude, just stop talking about it, because the guys who get it, they're gonna get it. The guys who don't get it, they'll get it later once they realize what the truth is, right? So, I've been getting a lot of flack from certain people because they're like, oh, you say looks don't matter and this and that and blah blah blah. Now, what you don't understand is when I say looks don't matter, what I mean is that you don't have to be the best looking guy to get women, right? When I say looks don't matter, that doesn't mean that, it doesn't matter how you look if a chick is going to be attracted to you or not. Because a woman can be attracted to you because of the way you look, because of your looks. You understand? Like, a chick might think you're cute and be attracted to you because she thinks you're cute, right? But when I say looks don't matter is because when a chick thinks you're cute, what's cute to her might not be cute to somebody else, which is why I always say looks are subjective, right? But a lot of times people, they come with the argument and they'll say, well, but there are some people who are, just good looking and that's that. It's a fact that they're good looking, right? But the thing is that what's good looking is an opinion. It's not a fact. Do you understand what I'm saying? So they say that they have these scientific things where your bone structure and the fucking the way that your eyes are placed in the mouth and all that other shit, and that's supposed to basically say that you're good looking because you have this bone structure and all this other stuff, right? But see, the thing is that when a person is saying, I'm attracted to you because of your looks, or I think you're cute because of your looks, that's all subjective, that's all personal, and a lot of times that has to do with how that person has been brought up, things in their culture, what they've been around, all these different things that, they have that made them attracted to a certain type of person, right? So a lot of times guys, they think they need to be the best looking guy, or that it's going to be hard for them to get women, or a lot of guys think that game is like bullshit because they're like, oh, it's all about looks and all this other stuff, right? Now, the thing is this, is that me, myself, right? If someone who's looking at this video, right? They might say to themselves, Mr. Lucario is a good looking guy. You understand? Now, I've heard this before, right? They're like, Mr. Lucario is a good looking guy, right? And then some people will be like, Mr. Lucario is ugly as hell. Right? And I've heard this before, right? So who's right, who's wrong? I don't know, right? Now, the thing is, what I want to bring to your attention is that a lot of guys think because you are good looking, that it's going to be easier for you to get women. You understand? There's a lot of people who think that. Now, I have been, I used to model back in the day, right? I modeled for Polo Jeans. I've been in Vibe magazine, Source magazine, all these different magazines. I've been on billboards and all this other shit back in the day. So, right? So basically, some of these people, who put me in that position, I guess thought I was good looking enough to do that, right? Now, there's a website called beautifulpeople.com. Now, in order to get on that website, you have to post your picture up, and then the women have to rate you, and then if they rate you high enough, then you get to go on the website and then meet the people on the website, and vice versa. The guys get to rate the girls or whatever it is, right? So I go on that website, and they rated me, I'm good looking, so I was able to get in the website, right? So now, the reason why I'm saying this is because I want to prove a point. I modeled for Polo Jeans and a couple other things. I was voted good looking, so I got on this beautifulpeople.com website, right? Now, what I want to tell you is this, is that by your logic of, or by most guys' logic of you have to be good looking to get women, why is it that I've gotten rejected so much? You understand? Why is it that I've had to actually put in a lot of effort to get the amount of women that I got, right? Why is it that when I'm on Tinder or something, I have to swipe more than 5, 6, 7, 8 times or whatever to match with a woman, right? If it's all about good looking. It's all about looks. Why do I have to put in all this work? See, this is why I come from the standpoint of looks don't matter, because what I'm trying to say is that if it did, then all the shit that you guys think is happening, I would be experienced. I haven't experienced it. Am I just an anomaly? Am I just a quote unquote good looking guy who it doesn't happen for? Is that what it happened? And every other good looking guy shit is going down for them? You know, chicks are just dropping draws. Is that what's going on? Right? Because when I was younger, and I'd say this, I think I was better looking when I was younger. You understand? So when I was younger and I would, you know, try to get certain girls, I got certain girls here and there, but I got rejected a lot. Do you understand what I'm saying? And the funny part is, you have people who have their specific ideas of what good looking is. So some people might think, okay, a person who's this race or this size or this shape is good looking, right? And then another person might think another person from another race or size or shape or whatever is good looking. What I want to say also is that, you know, you have people who have this rating system. They're like, this person's a 7, this person's a 6, this person's a 10, this girl's a dime, this girl's a 4, whatever it is, right? And so I've heard dudes say shit like, you know, if you're a 6, if you're a guy who's a 6, you can't get more than a 7 or an 8. Now, the stupidity of this argument is that your rating of yourself and others is your opinion, right? So if you think you're a 6, right, some other girl might think you're an 8 or a 10. Or a girl might think you're a 4 or a 3. You know what I'm saying? So you think you're a 6, but these people think all this other stuff, right? You think that girl's an 8 or a 10, but she thinks she's a 4, right? So you're thinking, well, I can't get that 10, and this 10 thinks she's a 4, and, you know, since you're so insecure, because, you know, you're rating yourself a 6, you're like, well, I'm like average or whatever, right? So I can't get this 10. So you're not going to go up to that girl who you think is a 10 because you think she's too good for you. And then that 10, she thinks she's a 4, and she would have loved to get with you because she thinks, you know, you're like the hot shit, right? So it's all basically coming from your perception and what you think. There is no fact that this woman is a 10. There's no fact that this woman is a 5. There's no fact that this guy is a 10. There's no fact that this woman is a 4 or whatever, you know, or this guy's a 4 or 5. It's ridiculous. It's your own personal thought process. And then what you do is you attach the rating and you come up with a certain lifestyle in your head. You're like, oh, this girl's a 10. That means she gets all these guys coming up to her, and so I can't get with her because why would she want me because I'm a 6? And then this is how you live your life. It's fucking ridiculous. It's fucking ridiculous. And so the thing is, what you guys got to understand about, you know, this whole looks thing, especially when it comes to women, is that women are different than us when it comes to attraction. You got to understand this. Women are different than us when it comes to attraction. You understand? What you got to understand too is that sometimes when a woman thinks a guy is good looking, she won't even get with him because she thinks he's good looking. See, most of y'all don't understand that. Y'all don't know that because y'all don't study how women operate. Right? And the reason why a woman will see a guy and not get with him because he's good looking is because she's intimidated, and she thinks that by getting with him, somehow he's going to play her, or he's going to have other girls on the side or whatever, right? And again, within herself, she doesn't even understand women. She doesn't understand herself because she thinks, oh, well, just because he's good looking, that he's getting a whole bunch of girls. But the irony is, if he was getting all these girls because he's good looking, why is he not getting the girl who's intimidated by getting with him? Do you understand how fucking stupid this is? So you could be a good looking dude, and by you being good looking, she's intimidated and she doesn't want to get with you. right? Now, even if that guy wanted to get with her, she still would be intimidated and still probably wouldn't get with him. Now, think about this. If a chick that you thought was a dime or a 10 said, hey, I want to get with you, I want to suck your dick, I want to fuck with you, would you think, well, you know what? I don't know. I don't think I should have this girl give me head because I'm not sure if she really likes me, you know, because I'm a 6 and she's a 10, so no. Nigga, you would be like, listen, she's hot. She wants to give me head right now, right? She's a cool chick. She's chilling. She wants to chill with me. I want to fuck with her, so let's do this, right? That's how you're thinking. Women don't think about it that way. Women think, oh man, this guy, he's going to do this, he's going to do that. I've actually had women tell me that they prefer a guy who is not so good looking. And I've talked about this before. They would prefer a guy who's not so good looking because they feel like, well, if they get with that guy who's not so good looking, he will feel lucky to have her. And that will make her feel more secure. So if a guy is thinking that being good looking is the end all be all of him getting women, what about the fact that there are women who he's not going to get with because of their own insecurity? See, this is where game comes in. Game evens the playing field. Do you understand? But see, a lot of people don't understand this. A lot of guys don't understand this. I see these message boards where dudes is like, oh, it's all about looks, money, and status. Now, if you have money, if you have some status or whatever, and if you're a good-looking guy with game who understands how to maintain this shit, then yes, you can, you know, that shit is awesome because you got all that shit going for you. But it's icing on the cake. You being good looking is icing on the cake. You having money is icing on the cake. You understand what I'm saying? It's not the cake. The cake is the game. You understand what I'm saying? The cake is the motherfucking game. And so for all you guys, all you looks matters guys, what you're really doing is that you're trying to find a way to justify your, the success that you're not having in the game. You're saying, well, I'm not that good looking, so I only can get to this point, or I can't get anything going on, so why the fuck to bother? Why should I bother doing anything? Because I can't get anything because I'm not good looking. I don't got money. I can't make these things happen. But it's funny because it's interesting. There's so many people in the world getting together, getting in relationships, having sex, having, kids. How are all of these quote unquote unattractive people being created? Huh? How? If you need to be good looking to get women, shouldn't there be way more good looking people on the earth, or quote unquote good looking people? Because if that's the case, the only guys that are getting their dick wet are good looking. So that means that most of the babies being born, most of the people being born should be good looking, right? You understand? Like, do you guys see how stupid this shit is? See, you're always going to suffer. You're always going to suffer when your illusions clash with reality. So I hope and pray, because this happened to me, because I used to think this type of bullshit here and there back in the day until I understood what the truth was. I hope that one of you guys, or most of you guys who think it's all about looks, I hope you see a slew, a whole bunch of men who you think you're better looking than with women that you want. I want you to see a guy who you think is not good looking at all with a bad chick that you would love to be with. I hope you see this. This is something you need to witness and see on a continuous basis because it's out there. And what it's going to do, it's going to basically show to you that you are full of shit. That's what it's going to do. It's going to show you you're full of shit. Because when I realized that I was full of shit, I was like, God damn it, I'm full of shit. Because even myself, especially when I was younger, and I've had a good amount of people tell me I was good looking, and then I had what I called pretty boy syndrome. Actually, Google my video on YouTube, put in Mr. Lucario pretty boy syndrome, and basically that is a term that I coined, where a guy who is good looking or thinks he's good looking and he's not getting girls, he sort of feels like, what the fuck is good? He's confused because he thought that all he had to do is be good looking and everything is going to fall into place. You feel what I'm saying? So you guys got to understand what's really going on. And until you do, you're going to forever be, spinning your wheels, not realizing what's going on, hiding behind the illusion that it's all about looks, money, and status. All right, so guys, listen, make sure you click the link below to send me a question. And if you really want to step up your game, go to badboymembership.com right now and become a member. All right, I'm out of here. Remember, the truth is inside you. Peace. I'm gone. Now, before you turn off this video, I want you to do 3 quick things. 1, I want you to click the link below so you can send me a question and I'll do a video on it. 2, I want you to click the link under that to get my free audio program, Undeniable Game, which gives you 7 tips on how to really attract beautiful women. And number 3, I want you to click the link under that to go to badboymembership.com, where you get 45 through 90-minute audio and video dating advice tutorials every month. Hey, what's up? It's dating and life coach Mr. Lucario. Go to badboymembership.com and master the dating game by joining my Bad Boy Membership program. In this program, you'll receive 45 through 90-minute, easy-to-follow, step-by-step dating advice tutorials that's guaranteed to help you attract, date, and have sex with beautiful women. Join the Bad Boy Membership today by going to badboymembership.com. That's badboymembership.com.